Hello and welcome to a Genshin Tcg video where I will discuss and share the top meta decks right now for version Luna 4. So this is my personal meta decks tier list. I will explain on why this particular deck is in this tier. So let's start first with the best of the best deck right in this current meta, Escoffier, Lini, and Hydro Tulpa. Fun fact, this is the most banned deck in the recent Chinese major Genshin Tcg tournament, Fonta Cup Season 4. This deck is just all about getting the summons out from both Escoffier and Lini in the early game to generate damage stacks for the Fell Dragon, which is the most important card and MVP of this deck. Getting the skills from these characters early is a priority, while the cards in your hand are just there to support your game plan. If you can't get Fell Dragon in time, then just prioritize on getting elemental reactions and try to survive. The second best deck and probably the most controversial deck out there right now is none other than Skirk Chaska. As for the third character in this deck, you can put any Electro character you want, like Eonsan, Electro Abyss Lecter, Kaching, Thunder Manifestation, and the most popular one being Seahorse. You can also put Aoife for Animal Resonance. You can also try some Hydro characters for freeze reactions like Xingqiu, Hydro Rogue Hilchurl, etc. This deck is more complicated compared to Escoffier, Lini, and Hydro Tulpa, so I do not recommend this if you're new in Genshin Tcg. In order to make this combo work, you have to rely a little bit of luck in getting the right cards such as Void Rifts, Chaska's Bullets, Gambler's Artifact, Kukasar's Technic card, and many more. You also need to know when is the best time to use Skirk Burst, because there's a lot of scenario where you can burst with 2, 4, 6, or even max energy, and also when to skill twice with an Electro character, or you even swap to Chaska to get the insane double Superconduct Swirl. Again, very complicated deck, so I highly suggest you watch my recent live streams of Fonta Cup Season 4 so that you'll learn on how pro players play this deck. One last thing I want to say about this deck is that although this deck can be very strong with consistent round 3 one-turn kills, you can counter this by spamming a lot of heals and shields like with Diona, Zhongli, Noelle, or even the big boy Kangamaro. Honestly, I could put Skirk Chaska decks in tier 1, but I don't know, man. It just feels so raw, so I just put it on tier 0. Anyways, let's talk about the decks now in tier 1. We have Apep, the Pyro Dragon, and Furina. The main focus of this deck is just discarding the Kindreds to get the enhanced state of Apep as early as possible. With the enhanced state, Apep can deal so much damage and heal at the same time, you can just mash your opponent with ease. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I can add here, but... Okay, why Furina? Number 1, she gives you an extra card at the start of the match that can give you +1 card draw if you play the Lost Legacies Arcane Legend card. Number 2 is that she has 12 HP, meaning she can tank a lot of damage, which is nice. Number 3 is that her summon can be great to get Bloom and Vape reactions. And finally, her Elemental Burst is just nice thing to have, although it's not mandatory or even useful. For Gosoitoth, this guy is just there for discarding the cards from your deck. Next is the big boy Kangamaro with Yai Miko, and once again Furina. You can replace her with Escoffier if you want to. The best defense is a good offense. That's pretty much this deck's motto. So what you want in this deck is getting the setups early with Junior Zards, Chef Mouse, Zhurong, Artifacts, Talent Card, Harvest Time, Food Cards, etc. And then what you want to do in the early game is getting the summons from Escoffier or Furina, and most importantly, getting that 6 usages 2 electro damage Yai Miko summon. Once you have those on the field, you can use Kongamaru as the damage dealer to build energy and go for that big burst damage. Alright, so that's pretty much it for Tier 0 and Tier 1 decks. Now let's discuss about... Where's Tier 2? Well, anyway, the next decks that you're gonna see here are just off-meta decks that just not that strong, aka trash. I'm not gonna talk too much about these decks, but Veresa Plunge with Albedo talent card and recently buffed Ayaka is probably the strongest one in here, but it is sometimes inconsistent, like you need to get lucky with the draw and cards you have. Gaming Adventure got nerfed pretty bad recently, and I still see some Chinese players play it in a big tournament. Well, what do you know? The win rate is nice Gaming Adventure deck. And speaking of adventure, where the fuck is the adventure, bro? Adventure? Hello? Yo, Shen Yu Vale, where you at?
怎么办？
Oh my goodness.
场面
Hu Tao normal attack spam combo with Tatankasaurus and Shilonen as a support for drawing cards. The win rate for this deck is just also bad because in order to make this deck work, you pretty much need all the cards from your deck in order to win. In most cases, well, it just didn't work quite well. And lastly, Chlorand Electrocharge spam with Yelan Burst. It's just a simple combo deck. All I can say is that, good luck in getting the right cards and having Yelan survive in round 2 of the game. And there you guys have it. As for the honorable mentions that did not make it here, there's Arlecchino decks, Kinichi Burning, Bennett Combo, and many more old decks. So, what do you guys think of this tier list? Do you agree with it or not? Let me know in the comments below. And that's pretty much it from me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.